live cause it's on, don't. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze.
Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Currently, it's the Jets in possession of the football as we get back into the action in quarter 2. Now Wilson. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Aaron Jones, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From just shy of midfield, Hurts eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts throw into the hands of Henry here. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football. And, so that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 2nd down, Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sky Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Pats have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins. at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85, but then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And they're going to speed things up here. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. On third down, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take it at the 42. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They go play action with Hurts. It's complete to Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. 47 to Mike, 47. Check.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good run?
And this time he is in. Yes. Dalvin Cook, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Mason. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mason. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Harris running straight ahead. Runs over it. And down inside the 15 he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson forced out to his left. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. On 3rd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Myers. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Paul on a give up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it looks like he'll throw here on the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down, and they go back to Harris. 73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, yeah, my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.